Bonjour, je m'appelle Operation Paul. Bienvenue à la montagne. So today, or should I say bon week, tonight, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 tops hanging off a tree line, and we are going to see what they look like under night vision. This is a science experiment. We're testing a myth. We're testing an old wise tale. We're myth busting 2 things essentially. And then if those actually do turn out to be myths, then we are seeing which camouflage does the best. Everything here has been washed. I will pop up the detergent I use. So that's myth number 1. And I've never really tested this, to be honest with you, so we're both going to learn. But myth number 1 was essentially detergent dictates how it's going to look under night vision. All of these are cotton, either 100% cotton or polyester of some blend. So like 60-40 or 40-60, they're all essentially the same thing, they're just different patterns. And then it would be interesting to see, we'll do like IR 0 mode. The night vision devices I have are digital. They do emit IR light, except one is a Night Fox Prowl and the other one is just like 8x zoom stuck like binos. Before you click off, because you're not a poor boy and you have real analog night vision, the IR signature and the reflection that we get, the refraction that we get while we shoot this light at it is very important for analog users. So post-production, Operation Pour, I completely fumbled this explanation, and I do sincerely apologize for that. Think of it if it's a full moon or there's any kind of IR light in the area, it's still going to affect you in your signature, even with analog devices, even moonlight, stuff like that. So it still is important whether you're doing digital or analog. But if you decide to run that and you got tricolor DCU on, even the analog users, you're still going to have a signature there. They're still going to be able to see you really well, and you're going to get killed. We talk life and death on this channel. We talk about self-defense. We talk about Red Dawn. Foreign invasion is what we're talking about here. So, even though I do advocate for that tricolor, I got a boonie hat in it. I got a full get-up in it, and I run it 100%, even on some sniper operations, training and stuff I do in the Appalachian sniper system and that whole project. I do run tricolor desert, where there's a lot of dead grass and late summer when everything's just dead and starting to die, right before autumn, and it gets those orange and yellows. That tricolor isn't bad, especially if you're in like a wheat field or something, or a cornfield. It's not bad. But every camo I got up here has a very specific purpose. I made a video kind of explaining all of it. The Tiger Stripe is new and the British DPM is new. However, I did make a video consulting and going over the British DPM. Definitely go check that out. All these camos will get individual videos in the future, going over their strengths and their weaknesses and what I personally think about them. But here I'm just going to do them all at once, and then when I get a couple more, depending on if I decide to order more, I don't like wasting money. I don't have a lot of money to waste. So, like I said, we got desert, tricolor, DCU. We got the ACU. That is a cold weather top. I've dyed all of my regular tops, but it should be roughly the same material, give or take. We'll see. So for reference, that is a cold weather top. We have M81 Woodland right here. U.S. Army surplus. My baby right there, British DPM. That is probably my new favorite. And yes, that bad boy is a little bit faded. All these are. DPM. This is a brand new Tiger Stripe. I've never actually wore it out in the field yet. It's actually newer than the DPM. But I really don't know how I feel about it. I ordered it because it was a vibe. And it got to my house and I was like, I don't know. It's a vibe, but I don't know if I'd actually trust my life to it. We'll see though. We'll see if we can use it for nighttime. And of course your multicam all banged up and stuff. Now this is the summer time. I know this is kind of new. This was just coming out when I was getting out. I got issued the first set of OCPs, which it was just that thick stuff. Now I think there's a cold weather and a hot weather version. So yeah, here's our lineup, 1 through 6. Now we wait for nighttime.
Just for reference, this is analog 0, so you can still make out the silhouettes. It is a bright moon tonight. So this is not emitting any IR light with the Night Fox Prow, and I honestly use this a lot to walk LDAs and stuff, like this road right here. I've used this many a time without any IR emittance. So if you're looking for a cheap night vision device and you got moonlight and you want to do a little bit better in eyesight, then this ain't bad. But honestly, we'll get to a night vision video later on, but honestly, I can see with my naked eye at moonlight. But this gives you the ability to use IR to kind of help you out. So multicam, tiger stripe good, DPM good. Woodland is the brightest one. That is crazy. UCP ain't that bad, and the DCU is crazy. Crank it up a notch. So the tiger stripe, I'm trying to overpower it right now. This is full crank. The tiger stripe and the DPM aren't even. That's not bad. This is full crank. This is IR5 mode right now at 850 nanometers or whatever the measurement is. That damn tiger stripe. This is 3x zoom, by the way. That tiger stripe is doing crazy. Holy shit. But look at these. So, wow. Alright, I'm going to cover it a little bit. Tricolor. Well, that's crazy. What was the second one? Oh yeah, ACU, tricolor ACU, woodland, DPM. Tiger Stripe is doing crazy in multicam, and then there is the hide sight scarf. So kick up the intensity, scarf. That is crazy. So yeah, that is washing those out. Yep. So yeah, these 8x zoom, these things kick out, man. This is just one. I'm not getting washed out where it's got the zoom. There's my car. That tiger stripe is going absolutely insane. The scarf, I mean, this is the best footage we got of this test, really. The woodland sticks out like a sore thumb, which it is faded. Alright, so we're about 60 meters out. And I'm hitting these trees in front of me. IR5 mode right now. And yeah, you can see the scarf. And then you can see the UCP, the tricolor, and the woodland. It's just sticking out. The multicam ain't doing too bad.
So what do we learn? I mean, we out here, we just did this test, and I'm just as surprised as you are. Now, some of you probably already knew what was going to go down. Some of you probably already knew about the myth and the detergent. But it turns out the detergent is true. The only ones that reflected were the ones that I have washed before. Now, before you say I'm nasty and stuff, understand, I unboxed that tiger stripe from the Amazon box. It's a Rothko brand. Unboxed it yesterday afternoon. It has not been out in the field, so before y'all say I'm nasty, I just hung it up on the hanger. Didn't do anything else with it. The DPM, now look, I've had that about a week and a half, and I ran it through the field 3 times. I've got it muddy. I've sweat through it. I ain't gonna lie to you, but typically with my tops, I don't even wash them that much unless they're like, gosh, awful, like absolutely like caked. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, like I have a whole separate section of closet for my military surplus and just military stuff. And, you know, as long as it ain't like stinking too bad, you know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't stinking up the house or anything. I mean, call me nasty if you want, it's whatever. But like, now I'm gonna have to research, and you're gonna have to research if you're serious about this this hobby and stuff and preparing. We're gonna have to figure out what kind of detergent to actually use. I've read that, you know, mine, it said brightness on it. You're definitely not supposed to use anything with brightness. It actually lightens the cloth. I've read that that is a big no-no for that, and that right there proved that, because we've been using that for months now, me and my family. So, yep. So right now, if I had to run night operations, I'd do Tiger Stripe. I mean, just for the fact I didn't wash it, and even just looking at the patterns, even past that, just the glow. There's a couple instances where I was on like IR1 and it wasn't glowing back too bad. You know, you'd think woodland would be kind of the best, but that DPM was pretty good. But honestly, I think the Tiger Stripe 100%, even if I did wash it and you know, it had some reflection, I think it takes the cake. I mean, I am really surprised. I am shocked with that, but I think Tiger Stripe is honestly the best choice. Now, you know, keep in mind, like I said, this test was a failure. I can't do any better. I don't have money to just buy brand new equipment. You know, what I ruined, I guess, is what I already ruined. But with that detergent, but at least we did learn that, and the myth is true. It's not a myth; it's a fact. So watch what detergent you use when you wash your military garb, and also your LARPing gear. I mean, that is... I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, because I was going to say best night vision camo, or like, you know, camos under IR, but I'm probably going to stick with that. But like, you know, I hope you learned something. I'm not trying to be clickbait, but that was... I wasn't expecting that to actually be a factor into it. So I'm really shocked. Hopefully you're shocked too. I mean, that's something simple as throwing it in with your regular clothes and washing it with, like, you know, Tide or Gain or whatever, and it completely kills your night vision, your night operation capability. I just feel like a lot of people. I mean, I didn't really believe it. I think it might have. You know, I always thought if you bleached it, obviously, but you know, just using regular detergent or powder detergent. No, I didn't. That's crazy. So yeah, guys, look, like, comment, subscribe. It took me little hours just waiting out here to do this. I do it for fun. I do it for entertainment, but I also do it. You know, I literally do this to save lives. I mean, that's the main thing. So, God bless you. You know, au revoir, bon nuit. I'm saying bon nuit because that means good night in French. I usually say something else, or à bientôt, see you soon, but bon nuit, à bientôt. Peace. See you guys next time on the mountain. This is one thing, I say this every video. This is one of those things. I want suggestions on how we can do this better. I want suggestions on what detergents to use. I want suggestions on what other kinds of camouflage we should test out. Now, there's going to be daytime portions to every single camouflage up on that rack, and then probably more, give or take, if it's not. You know, I want to do fleck tarring because everybody like shields out fleck tarring so bad. But man, I'm not paying $80 for a top. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. Especially for daytime, I can get a DPM top, and it does way better than fleck tarring here. But, you know, that's in the DPM video. Hopefully that's already out. Go watch that. But, yeah, guys, hopefully you're as surprised as I am. That's crazy. So, watch your detergent. That's what we learned. We learned something today. Watch your detergent. Confirmed it. Science. Peace. See you guys next time on the mountain.